All right, everybody, we're back with another video. I want to welcome Jill Lowry.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for sitting down and taking some time to let people get to know you a little bit,
I'm
personally and professionally. So as usual, we're going to do 3 videos. So we're going to have a 3-part series with Jill. We're going to learn a little bit about her family and how that shaped her growing up. This video, the next video will be about kind of her first part of her career. And then in the third part, we'll learn about her business, Schoolie Mitchell. And we'll talk through that. So you guys can expect 3 videos over the next 3 weeks. So it'll be really cool. All right,
good.
Ready to get started, Jill?
Ready.
All right, cool. So you were telling me earlier that you had a really kind of interesting upbringing with your parents. So why don't you kind of tell everybody a little bit about that upbringing?
Yeah, it's probably pretty similar to a lot of people's upbringing, but my dad started his own business right out of the Army. He was in the Vietnam War, and when he finished the Army, he started his veterinary practice. My mom was the person who answered the phone and gave out all the large animal veterinary calls and things like that. So she was pretty dedicated. But she had 3 children under the age of 3, so what else was she going to do, right? So that business grew. He joined a group partnership. But through the whole thing, no matter what form the business took, he loved working for himself and being his brand, and which he didn't talk about at that time, didn't have that lingo, but really being his brand is really the best way to put it, every day, and to educate his clients on how to care for their animals, particularly their horses, etc. When those 3 kids were all going to be in college at the same time, my mom started her own business and educated some other people in her salon. So owned a salon and hired a lot of girls that graduated from high school with me and with my sister, but business ownership and that your reputation is linked with what you do in the community every day, and of course being in a smaller town, everybody knows what you're doing, so it better be on brand. I wish they'd use that term, but it better be on brand. If you wouldn't mind that it shows up on the front page of the local newspaper. So that was kind of the standard that we were held to. Yeah,
that's good. So your parents both were business owners.
Yes.
And let's unpack a little bit, because I thought you hit on something really interesting, which was that it was really important for them to love what they did, because I think you've got 2 components. You're talking about that, and then the importance of being on brand.
Right.
The nice thing is, if you love what you do, it's really easy to be on brand.
Right.
And that's why they didn't need that lingo to phrase it. But talk a little bit about how they kind of like naturally did that.
Yes. And so Isaac, they're 77. And they still love what they do. My dad, he doesn't, go out as early as he used to. He used to work some very long hours, but and now he just does horses and not the rest of the large animals. But he still loves what he does, and
that's awesome.
He's able to go travel to different parts of the country and do a procedure that he specializes in, and educate people about that. My mom still goes in the salon a day and a half a week, and it's kind of more social for her than anything. But they love what they do, and they don't want to stop at age 77. So that's a great legacy.
That is a really good sign. That's a really good sign. I mean, I just think the more that speaks to their authenticity.
Exactly.
So have you found that authenticity was passed on to you? People talk a lot about legacy, and I think a lot of times that legacy gets wrapped around finances, but it's really more about who they are that really matters. So have you felt that that's kind of naturally proud?
Definitely, okay. Yeah, and that had a lot to do with my departure from corporate healthcare, because it was no longer consistent with those values.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, nice lead in, because the next video is going to touch on that in greater detail. So Jill, thank you for talking about that.
Thank you.
I would love to meet your parents at some point. They sound fantastic.
They are.
So everybody look forward to another video. Jill, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you if they've connected on what you were talking about?
Well, if you're watching this on LinkedIn, you can message me through LinkedIn. That's probably the easiest. But call or text 502-405-1071. And I think you can find my email address both, whether Facebook or LinkedIn too. So I'm any of those.
Yep. So reach out to Jill. She's fantastic. Grab a coffee and get to know another wonderful person in Louisville. So thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.